dents, no bulges, no cuts, right?
Okay.
If it has a liquid inside, you're looking for leaks.
Okay.
All right? If anything's hard, not bent, broken, or cracked, all right? And again, if it has a liquid, no leaks. If it has air, I don't want to hear any leaks, all right?
Okay.
That's how we go. We're going to talk about a radiator, all right? Properly mounted to the chassis or frame, okay? See right here, I got my radiator, upper radiator hose. Look, this is the upper one,
Okay.
right? That's properly clamped, no leaks. My fan, all my blades are there, all right? Again, I'm not going to say properly mounted to the engine. You got to say that,
Okay.
all right? For those components mounted to the engine, all right? You don't want missing blades and not bent, broken, or cracked. I'm not going to say that out anymore. All right, we're going to talk about the dipstick, all right? The dipstick, you're going to tell them how to check it.
Okay.
Pull it out, wipe it, put it back in, pull it back out, make sure it's in range, and tell them where you fill it, all right? This is a thin one, right? So look on top, it has my fill cap,
Okay.
which is properly secured, right? And that's where I throw in oil if I have to add engine oil, all right? If it's a big one, as wide as this, basically, you'll see it on the other one, that's where you throw in the oil,
Okay.
all right? I'm gonna talk about my electrical lines and my air lines, all my electric lines and air lines, all right? I want to make sure you let them know. No audible, it contains air, no audible leaks, all right? No abrasions, bulges, or cuts, all right? They're all properly fastened. They're not loose. We want to see them loose, all right? I'm going to talk in here about my belt, all right? No more than 3/4 inch of play. Down here, this right here, all of them have it on this side, is my air compressor. All the components that are mounted to the engine, all right, you want to, oh, estoy enfrente de la escuela. Yep, all right. Dame un plain bagel con mantequilla. Yeah, toasted bagel with butter, okay? Yep. Yeah, con Splendor, all right? Butter, got it. All right. Air compressor, right?
Okay.
Anything that's mounted to the engine, all those components mounted, you gotta tell them how it's being
This
run.
is the air compressor.
That's the air compressor right in there. All right. That air compressor is gear driven. Has no belt in the front, so it's gear driven.
Okay.
Again, no audible leaks. Besides, properly mounted. All right. No missing hardware because I see nuts and
And everything is gonna be in the same places for the truck I'm gonna drive for that.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. It might look a little different, but look what's here. They're all the same components. All right. They're all same components. Now I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna come to this. This is a power steering fluid reservoir.
Okay.
Okay, it's in proper level. Cops are secure. Again, no leaks. All right, I'm gonna move forward. Go to these lines. All these lines. Number power steering lines. You gotta check. All right.
Okay.
These power steering lines go back here. They go to the power steering pump.
Okay.
You gotta talk about that power steering pump. It's gear driven. It's in the back. No belt in front.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna move forward. You're gonna come to this. All right. This is your drive steering shaft. No more than 10 degrees of play. U-joints. No signs of wear. Your gear box. All right. Power steering gearbox. Properly mounted to the frame. I gotta talk about my frame here too. So, frame. No illegal welds. No illegal holes. Right.
Okay.
Come back. My pitman arm. This is my drag link. That's my upper control arm. This arm right here on the tire.
Okay.
And right down there, there's a lower one, a smaller one. It's a lower control arm with the rod that goes to both tires, ties them both together. That's why they call it tie rod.
Okay.
All right. Over here, you're going to talk about the same thing. There's suspension, the leaf spring hangers, leaf springs, U-bolts, saddle, properly mounted to the axle, and the shock absorber, or again, for leaks. We're going to talk about your braking system, your air brake line, your ABS cable, your brake chamber, your push rod, your slack adjuster, your brakes, more than 1/4 inch of pad on those brake shoes,
Okay.
and your brake drum. All right, and none of it's glazing on those shoes or bluing on the drum, which indicate overheating.
So this is the slack adjuster. I gotta pull this back, right?
No more than 1 inch of play when pulled.
So how do I pull it?
The brake's got to be off first. You got to chock the
Okay,
wheel,
okay.
and then you can pull it, and you actually just physically pull it.
Okay.
All right, you just got to let them know. No more than 1 inch of play when pulled with the brakes released or off. All right.
So while I'm doing this, the truck is gonna be on?
No, the truck is off. When you open this hood, the truck is always off.
Okay.
Okay. Your tire, minimum
430.
432. No recaps. Look, this one has an arrow, right?
Okay.
This is the directional. All right. Just telling you, it's proper direction. It's
Okay.
pointing that one. All right, that's properly seated on the rim. Rim, no illegal welds. Lug nuts. What are the 3 signs of being loose?
Can't be rusted.
Rust streaks from behind the nut. That's water got in and pulled out rust. Rust streaks from behind the nut. Water gets in, that means it's loose. Wear on this rim or wear on these threads. This is the hub seal, right? Again, no leaks because it contains an oil. My valve stem, which is down here, somewhere, right here. The cap is on. The cap should be present and no leaks. And that's where you check with an air gauge.
Okay.
All right, should be around 100 psi depending on the vehicle. On the door frame is where you find the actual pressure. Come on this side. Okay. On this side, we got a little less to say because we said most of it's over on that side. Over here we have our coolant reservoir. On the other one, sometimes it's on that side. Just
Okay.
look what it is. Coolant reservoir. Cap's present, secure. Don't open it. All right, in proper level. Okay, no leaks. This is your, it says right here, air intake manifold. My air filter's inside.
Okay.
Okay? This is your filter gauge. Tells me when I change the filter. If I push that button and watch that yellow thing. Push that button and look at the yellow thing. Boop, falls down. It's
Okay.
properly working.
Okay.
All right? That's how we check it. All right? This is your alternator. They all look the same. This one's a little bigger. Has a fan in the front. Always has cables in the back. Properly mounted to the engine. It is belt driven. All right? These wires in the back are properly mounted. No cut, no fray. And I don't see no signs of corrosion, which is the white powder.
Okay.
All right? You don't want to see none of that. Loses powder. I come back to my radiator. All right? I always look at my radiator on both sides because I want you to look for the hose, the lower radiator hose. This lower radiator hose we're going to talk about. Again, no leaks, properly fastened back and front. This lower radiator hose always goes to the water pump, which is right down there.
Okay.
All right, right here. This is the water pump. You see the water comes up over here. And that water pump, all right, is belt driven.
Okay.
Most of them are. All right. And again, probably fastened to your engine and no leaks. All right. And that's all this engine compartment inspection.
Okay. It's not that bad.
Okay, no, it's not that bad, but it's a lot for you to study if you haven't gone through this already. I only had you for 4 hours and running around getting ready for a road test. I thought you already had this.
No, I didn't. He didn't show me this at all. I mean, I was supposed to learn it myself, but
You're supposed to learn it, yeah, but you should go over it.